I'll never regain the strength in that leg as a result of waiting to get on that new medicine. My name is Claire Mitchell. I live in Cork City. I'm the mother of 2 children and I work as a graphic designer. I was diagnosed with MS around 2005, 2006. But previous to that, for about a year and a half, I had been noticing slight symptoms which I was happily putting down to stress because they were very subtle symptoms, like your balance is just slightly off or your spatial awareness is just slightly off. So it's not something, it wasn't significant at the time until my left leg started to get a bit stiff, and that's what highlighted for me that there really was a problem. It is very important to me that I'm not defined by someone who has MS. It's very important, and I think it is to everyone who has a disability, I think, that you're not perceived as the one up the road that has MS. You know, that my name is Claire, I'm a person, I live an active, normal life as much as I can. I'm no different to anyone else. So I don't agree with the label being put on people, you know, that the MS label or the disabled label. After my diagnosis, the first drug I was on for about a year, I had to self-inject, which wasn't very pleasant. But it turned out that after a year, it hadn't been working. I had been relapsing all along, but I didn't realise, because I was so new to the disease, I didn't realise that the slightest tingle is a relapse. Because it took so long for me to realise and to get back and see the neurologist again, I had in fact been relapsing continuously for the first year, 14 months that I had the disease. So it meant the lazy left leg that got worse and worse during that first year. I'll never regain the strength in that leg as a result of waiting to get on that new medicine. And that initial delay definitely cost me quite a lot of use on the left-hand side of my body. So I think investment in neurological services is vital, that people with MS or an ongoing neurological disease are monitored regularly and get the chance to see their neurologist regularly. Since my diagnosis, I work from my home, a home office, which works very well because obviously my mobility is impaired by MS, so it makes sense for me to be able to work from home. Not working isn't an option for me, not only for my own sanity, but also in a practical sense. I run a house with 2 children. Living on disability isn't an option for me at the moment. So I think maybe some investment into disability allowance could be considered down the line. It's very black and white at the moment. You're either eligible and you live on disability or you work. I think maybe if there was some supports in place that you could maybe reduce your working hours and be able to afford a standard of living that you would like to have. I would hope that in Budget 2017 the government invests significantly in neurology services for disabilities in general and in supporting people with MS, that they invest in the services that they need, be it home help or modifying their houses or their cars. I think they're not recognising that people living in our society with disabilities have valuable things to offer, and they're not giving us equal opportunities, I think.